Good morning. It is 8:02 on February 6th. My wonderful co-host, life partner, right-hand man, woman, is here with me, my beautiful, the incomparable Nina.
Heyo.
What an introduction. And I mean, what a greeting. Hey, yo. Anyway, this morning I had some thoughts and I wanted to get those out. And it's been an interesting 8 months since we've been back from Oxford? 7 months since we've been back from Oxford. And I have to say that we have gone through a gambit and a gauntlet of emotions and things. We're trying to build a business, so we closed down Nina Mullins Photography several years ago. We closed down Nina and Wes Photography back in August of last year. That was 12 years of us working and building a business. So Nina, how hard was it for you to build Nina and Wes Photography?
Oh gosh. Well, you start from scratch, anything is going to be hard. And, like Wes said, it started as Nina Mullins Photography. I kind of was doing it solo. Wes did come and shoot weddings with me, kind of basically assisted me with gear and helped do some second shooting for me. But it was really hard, and I wanted to quit about 12,000 times.
Why didn't you quit?
Because my husband said I shouldn't quit.
That's right. Basically, I pushed and dragged and pushed her into this because I believed in her. I knew she had the talent. I knew she had what it took. She had the entrepreneurial, the adventurous spirit. That's why she's Gryffindor, because she's adventurous and she's brave. But sometimes we just need a little punch in the arm. We need a little shot in the arm, right? We need somebody to say, hey, I got you. And so we closed that down because we felt like God wanted us to go in a different direction. I had spent 9 months to 10 months in Oxford doing a second shot at an academic career. So I was studying theology and apologetics, and I got over there and I really felt a pull towards going back to literature. I've got some thoughts on C.S. Lewis and some other things that I think could actually be something. And so I've reapplied for a master's program. But all during this, we felt this push in our lives that we needed to make some serious changes in the way we do life, the way we do health, the way we eat, the way we see things. And so we began, I'd say a couple years ago, began the process of detoxifying our life. So that's, I started detoxifying like thoughts and my thought life, my psychology and philosophies. We've been doing that for a long time. But then we got into going, all right, let's look at household cleaners. What's our environment like? And so we began to detoxify our environment. Okay, what's our diet like? Let's begin to take the things out of so when I say detoxify, what I mean is there are things in our lives that are not good for us. And just because they're habits doesn't mean they're good habits. Just because they're thoughts or because we have them, it doesn't make them good. And so you need to figure out, are the things I'm putting into my life good? Because you can believe in your heart of hearts that deodorant you're using or that processed food you're eating is good for you, and you feel comfortable and confident that it is. It doesn't mean that it is just because you think it is. You need to take stock and go, is this something worth putting in my body? And so we began to do that. And we became members of a company called Young Living. And they have health and wellness products, preventative health products, cleaning products. And we began to see that, we could not only change our life, but we can replace these products. We can find better products. And so we started into a network marketing company. Now, Nina, what are you learning as being a part of a network marketing company?
Well, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot like building our photography business. It's working from the ground up, sharing and networking with people. I mean, photography, I worked my tail off networking with people. So we could build our business, expand our business, which eventually expanded to international markets, Scandinavia, UK, Mexico, and all across the United States, and even Canada. And so 12 years of that was just growing and growing and growing. The difference is with network marketing, as opposed to like building your business that's not a part of a network marketing company, is you don't have really any community around you that is encouraging you to build your business and keep going forward. With network marketing, you actually have an entire community that constantly encourages one another. And that's kind of the draw to network marketing, is the fact that you have this family that helps you along, and everyone kind of benefits from one another. And then even when you don't financially benefit from one another, you're still helping each other because you understand what it's like to walk this road. I will say there's a lot less stress in the network marketing model as opposed to building your own business where there's no one else to kind of cheer you along.
So what are the stress components that you don't have in network marketing that you would have in a normal business?
Well,
or in a traditional business?
I can only speak to wedding photography.
That's what I'm asking.
So wedding photography, in itself can be a very stressful business. You're dealing with clients and working with clients who you're capturing one of the most important days of their lives. And if you mess up, it's on you. And especially if you're the photographer.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. Everyone's always depending on you, so there's not a lot of room for error, and when you do make mistakes, you have to make up for it big time. And that's if you can make up for it, because if you miss something on a wedding day, you can't really go back and capture it again. So it's this constant pressure, and then you have to wait and see if the clients are happy with the product that you've given them. And the similarities with that and network marketing is you really get to love on people a lot, and your goal is to give people a great experience. But with network marketing, it's not all on you every single day. You have other people around you that can encourage you and have knowledge that are going to provide education. They're not going to leave you hanging, and that's I'm less stressed than I've ever been in my life because I don't have to depend on just myself to make success happen.
And I think also that the product is not solely dependent upon you.
No. Well, it depends on the company.
Well, yes.
We work with Young Living, and I think they have 5-6 million members, and they're a multi-billion-dollar company now, and only a small percentage, 8%, actually sell,
yes,
to build a business and sell, which just speaks a lot to a product. Any network marketing company, if that model is reversed and it's like more people are selling than buying, then you've really got a problem. But when you have really quality products and services, that's the numbers. Those are the kind of numbers you want to see. People are buying the product not because they're making money off of it, but because they simply want to use it because it's that amazing.
So are there any other companies that you can think of that actually have similarities to network marketing? Because some people are a little skeptical or a little leery of network marketers and direct sales. So can you tell us maybe how that your experience in photography and maybe some other businesses you've talked to people in that have similarities and actually are very paralleled and congruent to the network marketing model?
Well, honestly, network marketing gets a bad rap from some of the companies that have not been so great, that didn't do it the right way, and that's where you get pyramid schemes, which pyramid schemes are illegal. So, and you can bet the government is on the tails of every company out there, especially ones that are making a lot of money. And so most network marketing companies that are doing things right, they wouldn't be in existence if they weren't doing things right. So, but I would say that, for instance, photography, you are selling yourself constantly and constantly working, reaching out to other vendors, wedding planners, florists, all the people, and you're constantly sharing promos for weddings or engagements, all of those things. The difference between like wedding photography, for instance, and what we do with Young Living is I don't make any commissions. I don't make any money from networking at all. There's no financial benefits, just hopefully relational benefits that people will kind of refer you. And that's also similar in network marketing. And that's why a lot of people like to call it, instead of network marketing, relationship marketing, because you're really just forming relationships with people. But there, you have things like real estate. I was talking to a realtor the other day, and she was actually telling me how similar network marketing, real estate is to network marketing, because you're working for someone. They get a percentage of what you make, what you bring in. Actually, usually a larger percentage. You do the work, and they get more money, and then you get a smaller percentage, and so on and so forth, depending on who you work for, what percentage you're getting from a sale through which housing market, all of that good stuff. But honestly, if you're thinking of pyramids, almost every single job you could think of is like a pyramid, because you have a CEO who gets most of the money, then you have his team that's right under him, and then you have the people that are under his team, middle management, and then you have the just quote unquote regular employees who don't make very much at all, and it's very rare for most just everyday employees to get to CEO. There's only one CEO. What's awesome with network marketing is the fact that you can, anyone can rise up. Like, I have someone that I signed up under, but she doesn't do the business, which means she might get some kind of basic commissions from the people that are under me and myself included. But I can rise up and move up ahead of her, in a sense. It's not ahead of her, but anyone can reach the top levels in the company. Anyone, and that's what's kind of amazing. It's just if you work hard, and that's just like any kind of job in life. Just a lot of jobs, it's very, very hard to get to the top. There's no room at the table for more than a few. And with Young Living, for instance, there's room at the table for everyone.
So it's not really a two-dimensional pyramid. No. That the person at the top stays at the top. It's a three-dimensional, that the way you get into the company is you're plotted on a two-dimensional plane, but then you can go three-dimensionally out as high as you want to go.
Yes.
You can become, and then it becomes like this really weird-looking cubicle type thing. So network marketing is complex in that, and it's not a simple two-dimensional model, which is, if you think about it for a second, it's actually really kind of cool. So what are you learning? What are some of the lessons you're learning about yourself in network marketing? I know we've been reading like is it Brendan Burchard, listening to Jim Rohn. We listen to a podcast called Quote of the Day. If you guys aren't listening to that, it is such a good podcast.
So good.
7 to 10 minutes. It's all inspirational stuff. It's all from entrepreneurs and business leaders.
He basically it's run by Sean Croxton, and he basically just takes clips from a lot of motivational speeches, and they're all really, really encouraging, and highly recommend, for not just for business owners, for anybody really.
Yeah, and so because I'm learning some things about myself, but I'll talk about that in a second. But I really want to know what you're learning about you, because I'll preface this. I'll start out and then I'll let you give you an idea. So what I'm learning about myself, what I'm learning about network marketing is the onus is on you to run your company. See, most of us are afraid to have our own company because we take all the risk, right? We take 100% of the risk in starting a company. And this is the same thing. You take 100% of the risk because whether you rise or fall is based upon you. And so what network marketing actually does is it helps you work on you. I was listening to Jim Rohn yesterday, and he said that when he got started in network marketing, a mentor of his, the guy who got him into the business, says, I want you to write down a list of everything, of every reason why you're not successful. And Jim said, I wrote down all these things. Well, I haven't been successful at this point in my life because of taxes, because of government, because my family did this, because I have this education, because all these things, everything anyone ever done to him or stopped him or prevented him or restricted him, he wrote down on a piece of paper. He said his mentor looked at the paper over for a long time and meditated for a second and says, Jim, there's one problem I see here. He goes, I don't see your name anywhere on this list. So Jim said, I wrote a new list of excuses of why I'm not successful, and it only had one name on it, and it was mine. And that just really stuck with me, that what I'm learning through network marketing is I'm learning how to make myself better, how to become more prepared, how to become goal-oriented, how to actually not let life just sweep by and hope to grab the things in wishful thinking, but actually is to say, no, this is what I want, how do I get it, and then implementing a plan and going after it and doing the daily things. And it's about building a culture around yourself of inspiration and success. And so it's teaching me actually how to become successful, not only network marketing, but in any aspect of my life. I'm learning how to refine and myself and get rid of sort of toxic business ideas that I have or things of that nature. So next on to you, Nina.
What have I learned
about yourself through network marketing? Or if anything. She is quite perfect, guys, so she may not have learned anything.
I am super perfect. I've just basically learned that I'm perfect, which, makes anyone feel good. No, I don't know. I'm still learning.
You're still learning about yourself?
I'm still learning about learning. I'm learning that I need to constantly be engaged with the people that are in our community, in our little tribe, we call it our little oily tribe. People that have joined our team, and I have to be constantly engaged with people, caring about people, loving on people, but also constantly listening to things like quote of the day, reading books. I'm learning that you talk to any really truly successful entrepreneur, they typically read loads of books, they work out every single day, and that's two of the things. They usually get up really early as well.
So they're working on themselves.
They're working on themselves constantly. There's not this I'm rich, I don't need to do anything. No, I'd say probably 99% of entrepreneurs, they're working their tails off all the time in one way or another. So for me, I find whenever I listen to others or listen to podcasts or read books of others who've found success in what I'm doing, it always encourages me. But I need to stay in there. If I withdraw from that, then I get discouraged. And if I don't see movement, then I feel like I'm failing. And I'm learning that I just need to get up every day and show up and continue just to do the work and do, as we say, do the things. That there are slow times and low times, and you have to, something I say all the time, success is on the other side of quitting. So many of us quit, and if we had just stuck it out another week, another month, maybe another year, success that we had dreamed of and only imagined could actually come to fruition.
I think that's such a good way to look at this. That Nina and I talk about that, how network marketing and what we're doing with Young Living, it's a lot like farming. Because I think we had this idea, everyone has this idea that your work output equals the products the result in products. So I do X things, and then I'll make this much product. I work 6 hours, and this is the product that I will have. And network marketing and what we're doing in Young Living and being an entrepreneur is not like that. Anytime that you're networking, that's not the outcome, because people are like soil, and some people are they're fallow ground. They've never been tilled. They're not ripe, or they're not ready for the seeds to be planted. Some people have brush and thorns, and if you do plant something, it's going to be choked out. Then some people are rocky soil that something might spring up, but because of the rocks, it dies away. And then some people are good soil, and you plant on them. And even in the good soil, there's a parable of the Bible that says that there's some that give 30, some that give 60, and some give 100. Not everybody, even in good soil, is going to be 100 on the results. And so what you do sometimes is you cultivate a field, and you sow seed all throughout this field, and then nothing happens, and you look out and the field's just barren, and you're hoping for rain. You see rain, you're like, still nothing's happening. It's been months and nothing's happening. And then suddenly you walk out one day and there's little sprouts popping out of the ground. And then within a few months, your field is covered with whatever grain or plant you have there. And then there's this massive harvest. But it's something that took time to cultivate. And that's what Nina and I are learning more so I think, in our Magic is Essential business, is that this is farming, and this is going to take a minute. And it's good. It's good for it to take a minute, because we get to build stability. And the things that I think that I wanted to talk about today were simply, network marketing is helping us refine ourselves, helping us refine our business processes. And people at the top, like Nina said, the most successful people at the top, they don't stop working on themselves. They don't reach this and they go, I've made it and I'm done working on myself. They're continuously pushing themselves, because there's more. There's more to you. You're deeper, you're wider, you're more complex, and there's more layers. You're a puzzle that's waiting to be opened. You have this idea that you as a person are static, and I am this. I'm stubborn, or I'm difficult, or I'm a receptionist, I'm whatever you label you give yourselves. That is not who you are. That is who you are in this moment, but you can be so much more. And there's depth to you that you haven't even unlocked yet. You're this puzzle. And what I found is network marketing has helped me sort of unlock this entrepreneurial thing that I didn't even know that was in me that much. I'd seen glimpses of it. But suddenly now I'm scheduling out my days. I'm writing goals down. I'm knocking goals out. I'm motivated and I'm inspired, and I'm going, whoa, who's this? I didn't know that was there. I thought I was the artsy guy. I thought I was the apologetics intellectual guy. I didn't know I also had a business side to me, but I do. And for Nina and I to be successful in this business, we need both of us attacking this, and both of us plowing the field and cultivating and networking and talking to people. Because, I was also listening to Jim Rohn said, 1 out of 10 people when he first got started would join his team. He goes, and then at my best, it was 3 out of 10. He said but that's all you need, 3 out of 10. That's great. He said, people in baseball, if you hit 3 out of 10, you're in the Hall of Fame. So it's just a matter of knowing that people are not going to want this, and they know that people are going to want this. Your job is to find the people who are looking for this. There are people who are looking for what you're offering. You have to find those people. And some people don't know they're looking for it until you offer it. And that's what's amazing about this. And there's a lot of risk, and it's scary sometimes, but life is about taking risk. It's not about being comfortable. I'm going to leave you with one of my favorite C.S. Lewis quotes. If you search for truth, you may well find comfort and truth both. But if you search for comfort, you'll find neither. You'll have flattery, and in the end, you'll wind up with despair. So today, I'm challenging you to challenge yourself. There's some great books on highly effective habits of, what is it, Nina? Brendon Burchard.
Yep. of Brendon Burchard is high performance habits.
High performance habits. Yeah, and so this is one of those that how do you get high performance? How do you push yourself to become better? Don't accept who you are now, because there's so much more to you. There's a depth of you haven't even yet plumbed. And so today we want to encourage you to plumb those depths, to dive in, to see who you are, get uncomfortable, and find out what dreams you have, what joys you have, what life has to offer. There is so much more. It is really, there is no limit to what you can do or what you can become. We set those limits. We set those limits on ourselves because we lack imagination, we lack inspiration, and we lack drive. If we change those three things, the sky is the limit and we can push through. And if you have a community behind you, you have people who are pushing you, then you can reach those. And that's what we here at Magic Essential we offer. We offer a community of going, we're here. Our goal is for you to reach your potential, for you to reach your dreams, for you to dream new dreams. And we want to walk along beside of you to help you do that. That's going to be all today from Magic is Essential Radio.
Thanks for listening, guys.
You guys have a great day and be inspired.